Hello, welcome to this fucking podcast that we're doing.
Yeah, everybody, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, this is Gymnologize, and you're Just Dave.
Of course, Just
Yes.
Dave here.
Yes. Okay, Just Dave is a little bit antsy, so hopefully he doesn't shit the bed, but I'll try to keep him in course. All right, so in this podcast we're gonna be talking about just simple things that are culturally prominent right now, and right now is marijuana. My opinion is it should be legal everywhere. Because I'll be honest, we're in. Can we say where we are? Like what state? What city? Are you okay with that?
I'll go state.
Yeah, we're in Pennsylvania, and of course it's illegal because whatever, fuck boys and all that stuff. And I've done marijuana, and I think it should be legal. What do you think? You think it should be legal?
So this is interesting because you're a person who had done
Yeah,
or whatever marijuana,
that's great.
and I am not a person who ever did marijuana.
Yeah, so from a person who's like not in the eye of like smoking marijuana, because the problem with most like legislators and like Congress people is that they haven't tried it, so they just think it's this big criminal thing. Cause like, oh my gosh, it's like Tylenol 2.0, but it's like whatever.
Right. So whether I feel like it should be legal or not, I feel like it should be legal, but only for the right reasons. So
I mean, that's the medical aspect of it. Yeah.
From a public aspect, I feel like it can be a nuisance for some people because some people don't like the smell.
Yeah, the smell is hilarious. Because I think New York's trying to make it recreationally legal or something. I mean, recreationally legal. I think, but I don't really know all the particulars of it. But I understand the smell aspect. You shouldn't be allowed to do like inside your house. You have a place you can do like out in the open. But the smell is definitely a problem. But there's also a medical aspect because the thing is,
I feel like medically it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, people don't understand that you can take weed. It doesn't have to be through smoking. It can be through many edible ways like gummy bears and stuff like that. That's what most people go to. That's what I went to because I don't want to like make a whole fucking like I don't want everybody like half a mile away from me to fucking be able to smell it. I mean, Would you be open to it if I had contacts? Of course, I'm not. I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Make it weird.
If I had a person, if I could get them, would you try it? Would you be open to it? Because I'd walk you through it. I'd get a light batch.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Because everybody reacts differently. Because the way I've heard, a guy like Joe, a guest on Joe Rogan's Experience podcast. I don't remember what his name was, but he said it's like imagine if your thoughts like when you're younger, like imagine you're like a snow path, like you're going sledding, people are going down your snow path, and then in the beginning it's all flat, you can go left, right, and you're very free to go whatever you want. But then as time goes by, then you slowly make these ridges of your thoughts and like what you think, and then suddenly
is there a fence because I'm on the fence? Is there a fence that separates that path?
The fence is your trees. I mean, the fences are the trees. Right?
I sit on trees. What?
Yes. No, and then as you go through time, those ridges become deeper and deeper to try to come out of them, and then you're forced to these ridges of thought. So the way I like that you explained it was, it's like when you take marijuana and edible, and you go through that experience, suddenly those paths get flattened, and then you're open to like see different ideas, see different terrains. That's why I see older people, because you owe it to yourself. To be honest, you owe it to yourself to try at least once. It's like, come on, it's fun. Like, nobody's died from it. Like, literally nobody. No one's died from just...
Do you think anyone owes it to themselves to try marijuana?
Yeah, I think they should. Because some people, it's not for everybody, of course. Because some people are going to have different reactions, bad batches and shit like that. But my experience was, it's good. Most people who've tried it say, yeah, it's good. There's a reason that a lot of people aren't afraid to say they smoke marijuana. Because they're not getting addicted. They're not getting all these like bad effects like you do from like meth and stuff like that.
Right. Now, physically, the effects on marijuana, I hear about the munchies. And that contributes to the obesity epidemic. Whether or not you think that's a problem.
I mean, everything contributes to the obesity epidemic. The fucking smelling the gasoline fucking provides the obesity epidemic. Like looking at a fucking cat that's cute provides the obesity epidemic. Everything, like, cause
I'm looking at a cute cat. I feel like eating now.
Yeah, because everything contributes to like, cause like the one thing that people like to say is that when you smoke marijuana, it causes like people have got no. They say I think it was in San Francisco or something where it was a state where marijuana was legal, and then suddenly when marijuana was legalized, there were more car crashes. But the thing is, they say that even though that I think the argument that I would say is that more people were going to that state. Of course, because it wasn't a huge margin like left and right. It was by a smaller margin, but it was still there. Because that margin of error could be a lot of things. It could be some fat ass has stomach over the steering wheel and he crashes. It could be some drunk guy. It could be marijuana, yes, but marijuana doesn't strictly contribute to people's deaths. Like it does. No one has OD'd from marijuana. They just felt like they were dying, and then they like called the cops. Remember that video? The fucking YouTube bullshit. Somebody, yes, you remember it or no?
I don't know if I watched it.
Yeah, so somebody there was a 911 call where somebody was like, I think we're dying, and then I think it was with this chick. It was pretty hilarious. Oh shit! Oh, he's moving the laptop. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Had to do it for some arm space here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can go on our next topic. Okay. Do you have any other things you have to say about the topic?
Well, in terms of marijuana, from a holistic standpoint,
do you think it should be legalized?
Am I pro marijuana or against it?
Yeah.
I think I'm more pro marijuana than I am against it, just because I feel like a lot of people get something from it, whether it's a sense of euphoria or a more open mind, openness, whether it's used medically or for recreational use. Do I feel like it should be sectioned to certain parts of a lounge or something like that? Yeah, I feel like not everyone wants to experience that. Yeah, and I know the same can be said for things like cigarettes or vapes that you could smell and or whatever that smell like raspberries, Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely say that I'm pro marijuana.
Yeah, because if you don't have an opinion, just say it. Just say you don't have an opinion. Because I hate when people come up to me. They're like, I ask them like, hey, what's your opinion on abortion? They're like, I'm against it. I'm for it. It's just like, no. If you have a constructive opinion, say it. But if you haven't had one, if you haven't thought about it, thoroughly, or you don't have enough info, just say, you don't have an opinion. Because the problem with it is, like, I see people like the people who write.
So what do you think? I don't have an opinion? Is that
No. I'm just saying. In the future, if you do not have an opinion on the subject that we talk about, just say it. That's all.
Right.
Just
yeah.
say,
definitely.
Like, I personally haven't had enough. I don't know enough intel about the topic to give an actual opinion.
Yeah, I'd rather tell someone I don't know than get smacked.
Because the problem with people who like fall
smacked with hard facts.
Yeah, I've seen like people who like riot Ben Shapiro. Like you ever see like those videos of, like Jordan Peterson crushes the media and like Ben Shapiro destroys the left wing. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious because people. The main thing is that they just don't. Because I think we're at a point now where like there are a good amount of people.
Yeah, there's never a good argument without knowledge.
You talk to them and they just don't have a structured opinion. And then when you challenge what they have to say, then they just fucking like put you on the wayside and say, "Oh, you're a Nazi," which kind of it gives away. It takes the power out of the word. It takes the power out of like it just makes the margin of people who are racist or Nazis just way bigger than it actually is. I love talking about serious topics. It's like they get all preachy. I don't fucking like it. I like just talking about kiddie shit. Wait, can we talk about video games? Can we just skip to that?
Yeah, if you want to talk about that.
All right, because right now I'm waiting. I can't wait for the PS5. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though. I'll be honest. I think I may just get a PC at that point. Because the problem is they're on a ticking time bomb. It's gonna go off. The bomb's gonna go off sooner or later. It depends on how long that fucking wick is. Like, how long until people are just like, you know what? At this price point, at this time, let's just get a fucking PC. Because I love the ecosystem. I really do. I love the ability to just get on, play, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, PCs, you can also just do a build by yourself, and it's going to be cheaper. You can build a pretty decent PC for like $400.
Well, because I've seen like the builds, and I've seen most PCs. The problem, I think there's still the money thing is a big aspect. Because I've seen like if you want a PC that's like to the standards of like a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, you have to get it for like $800. And if you have to build it yourself, that's even more of a hassle. And then most people, if you're not knowledgeable enough, most people just go through a service, and that even charges more.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's when it serves for it to just be pre-built.
Yeah.
And
also, like, I think the one thing that's going to keep them alive, consoles, is that they're going to have exclusive games. Like God of War, you can't get that on a PC. It would be great if you could. Red Dead, you can't get on a PC.
Right.
Yeah, it would be great if you could. But, hey, that's going to be one thing stopping was money. Fucking people want to be greedy.
Yeah, I feel like if the PS5 or any upcoming console that's going to be coming out in the future If they can keep up with the specs of some of the top tier PCs, which is probably going to be very much not likely at all. I don't know. I could see it being worth the money to go out and spend it.
Because it's an investment for a PC. It really is an investment.
It is an investment because once you're dedicated to a PC, it's like you're not really going to turn back.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never really heard of a person that turned away from a PC and was like, you know, I tried a PC and now I'm a console guy. I just didn't like the experience, you know.
But, you know, wait, how about, like, because I'm thinking, like, video games now in 2019, they have a great lineup. And, like, I think the one thing is that like, people, I know it's, like, a big fucking thing. Because, you know, like, people say, like, FYE, they sell CDs and physical media and stuff like that. Like, the whole war against, like, physical media versus virtual media to be able to, like, just buy the game digitally versus buying it physically. Because I think the one medium that has changed the tide on that opinion that convenience immediately trumps over like, you know, the experience is vinyl. Because, you know, I collect a lot of vinyl, and the fact of the matter is that it's a big, wide open market that still has a lot of potential. It's still very popular in today's society, and even though it's obviously like an irrelevant platform to go off of, it would be more constructive to just go off digital.
Right. I feel like the digital way, like you brought up, is more of a convenient way to go about things. When you brought up vinyl, I don't really have an experience.
I know you haven't,
Yeah, except for the fact that my grandparents collected vinyls.
Hey, don't try to put me in a place.
I'm not. But that's the only experience I have with vinyl. Taking things to a digital standpoint, based off of media, whether it's video games, whether it's music, different downloadable content. I don't know. I do a lot of my downloads off of the internet and everything. I don't normally go to stores to buy a game. I mean, do I have CDs or video games that I do have in disc form? Yeah, I do. But have I gotten any recently that I've gotten in disc form? No. And also I noticed I benefit a lot more from getting it online, not only because I don't need to spend gas to get to where I need to go to pick up the game, but also because
everyone's situation is different.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that some places like the PlayStation Store might offer more to the game. Like they might offer an expansion pack over getting it at maybe your conventional GameStop or something like that.
Wait, what games are you playing right now? Anything?
I'm more of a sports gamer type of guy. You know, I'm weird. I like Rocket League.
Oh,
too.
God.
you know I was going to say it. Why'd you even ask me?
My game was Disc Jam. Because I remember I kicked everyone's ass in Disc Jam. I had like a weird talent. Like, we have a friend named Connor. He's like the nerdy video game guy. I beat him in Disc Jam, and I felt my cock got so hard. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be PG. But yeah.
Oh, you're really trying.
I'm really trying. Disc Jam, what else? What else are you playing right now? Anything?
Let's see. Honestly, not really. I have a really close selection of games. I did play Call of Duty. I don't really play Call of Duty anymore. No, I left off at 3 and that was it.
What?
Yeah, I know. Hard to believe.
Back on the saddle,
actually, I did get a game for the holidays. Yeah. I got Monopoly. Which is amazing.
Electronic Monopoly. Like digitally? Like, what do you mean? Like the board game?
No, I got it for PS4.
Oh, yeah, I have a PS4.
Yeah, good old PS4.
I have a PS4 on sitting on like the main screen. We gotta play Monopoly. You gotta do it.
I love Monopoly. For some reason, it's my favorite board game.
It's fun. Yeah. My little brother lost all my fucking pieces, though. I'll be honest. They're like scattered all over my room. But I'll find them eventually.
And that's why it's good to have Monopoly for PS4.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot more convenient. You don't have pieces. Yeah.
The cool fucking line animations and shit like that. Wait, so we have like a bunch of topics right now. We're just gonna go off them. Next one. Okay, so my state right now is very bad when it comes to my future and my college and like that general scheme of things.
Which is why we have time to do this.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly. We're not actually focusing on our future. We're focusing on bullshit like this with weird fucking getting mics. No, right now. So I have a little story. So I was gonna go to this place. I'm not gonna say the company name, whatever the fuck. But it was a trade school, and this trade school I was gonna be become an electrician. It was gonna be fine. I was gonna go to the union and stuff like that. And it was gonna be, that was my future. I was planning.
It was just peaches and cream.
It was peaches and fucking cream. And then suddenly, because I remember my somebody in my family, they know somebody in the union. And I talked to them about, my state, like, oh, I'm going to this place, and I'm going to be an electrician, and when they said the name, when my mom said the names of the person, the person was like, yeah, no, take him out, it's a fucking scam. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then my mom texted me like 9 p.m. I was getting ready for work, and I was like, wait, what do you mean it's a scam? And she's like, she started asking me like very vague questions, like, hey, do they give you like a certification, like a degree? And I'm like, I haven't done the research. Like, hey, how long is the program?
Yeah, it's really bad not doing the research.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like focused. I was like noticing how many holes.
Background research is vital to basically everything.
I didn't know. Like what? I didn't research.
Including our previous topic.
I was expecting, hey, it has a building, it has an address. Why would it be a scam? Whatever. And then after a little bit of research, I searched like, hey, this school scam, and then I found out they had a lawsuit that was actually ongoing, and then they had a bunch of reports from like graduates who are like, yeah, this is a complete waste of time, and then they don't even give you a degree, they give you like a certification of like taking a class. That's pretty much all they do. So it's not even a real like certification. It's more like just like a pat on the back. Like, hey, you've done this for 9
yeah. Well,
years.
I mean, you'll get that degree if you go to a trade college. Like they have universities out there and stuff like that offer those trade degrees.
Yeah.
Rather than offering a certification, which you would get at a typical trade school.
Wait, before we go any deeper, what are you doing, bro? You going to college? You gonna fucking like fuck chicks get money? Like what?
You already know what I'm doing.
Oh, bro.
No, I'm basically in the same boat as you. Union stuff like that. But the difference between you and I is I'm basically gonna go for carpentry. Yeah, and I'm gonna go and take the exam for that.
I think they have an apprenticeship.
They have an apprenticeship exam that you need to take, and then if you pass it, then they're gonna evaluate you, interview, and see if they like you, and if they like you, then they take you in, of course.
Because the thing I think is like a real big problem. Because I my friends, the problem is now is that the people who have like liberal arts degrees are taking minors in like fucking African studies and stuff like that. It's such bullshit now. I don't understand how people can just do it. Because I think the problem is that for one thing, the thing that many professors have said already, I don't have to reiterate, but I'm gonna say the gist is that they're getting into something without knowing what they're getting into. Like I went through federal student aid to get my to go to community college. And then when I went there, I didn't know I had to pay that off. I thought it was just money the government was giving me. So when I go out and I see I have to start paying these loans, I'm like, well, what do you mean I have to start paying these loans? I didn't sign anything for a loan. But then I found out it was like the thing was that most people don't walk people through what you're gonna have to go through. They mostly just say like, hey, you have to check this box off if you want to go here. People just check off that box. They don't look at like the terms of service.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and when it comes to money, you really should look at the terms of service. It becomes a fucking problem. But yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. So since we were talking about trade school and what we were doing with our lives, I guess we could talk about what we think about college. Since we talked about trade school, we'll talk about college.
It depends on people. It's because everyone's different. That's the problem. It's a case by case basis. That's the thing that kind of sucks. Like abortion.
Right? Yeah.
Case by case basis.
Well, okay.
Let's make way to see even more.
So talking about college. Rob, you have experience with community,
yeah, I
right?
do. Bullshit Central, that's what I call it. No, because the thing is that it's not for everybody. And some people feel that they should do it because that's like the next thing. You go to middle school, you go to high school, then you go to college. That's like the thing you got to do. And then parents today, I know it's like for the last generation, it was the same thing. They say like, if you want a career, you have to go to college. If you don't go to college, you're working at McDonald's as a manager for the rest of your life.
Right.
And the fact is, everybody's case is different. On the majority, though, it's probably not for you unless you're getting like a doctorate in something, like becoming like a doctor or like a chemist. Because the problem is people go for these degrees like psychology.
I mean, unless you want to be like a social worker or a teacher or something, then you can get a bachelor's degree or like a master's. or anything like that, and you'll be fine. You know,
Yeah,
you can get a job. I mean, not that, you know, teachers. I don't know. Teachers move around a lot from school to school.
Teacher doesn't pay off. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it does. But I mean, if it's your calling, then it's something you want to do. Then, you know, go to college.
Because the one thing that most parents advocate is that like they focus on the career. They give you the most bank. And the fact is, some people like me, I don't really care about how much money I'm getting as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like right now, I work. I hate it so much. I'm probably gonna call out, to be honest. But it's the fact that like people think that the end goal is how much cash you can get, and which should not be your goal. It should be on what you really want to do with your life.
And now I'm going to contest that because money is like a lifeline in society. Basically, without money, you know, you can't really live.
Yeah, you know, you can live off like, you know, because like teachers, some teachers they actually like love what they're doing. Some of this is like a means to an end, but they love what they're doing, and they don't mind being paid like $60,000 a year because they love what they're doing. That's how. Because I'd rather.
My bias is just that I'd rather have money over, you know, enjoying my job.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So prostitution, buddy.
Not like that.
We know a few people who have done that.
I mean, I want to keep my dignity.
Oh, keep your dignity.
Yeah. See, now that's one card I'm not willing to pull.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much you want to bite the bullet? Oh, okay. How much? I'm gonna. Okay, just right. How much would it take? How much money for you to? Okay, softcore porn. Okay, I don't see your nuts. I don't see your balls. I just see the woman's tits. You know, I just see you like with your O face on. How much would you say? What's your number? 100,000? If I said 100,000 right now. Okay, we're gonna have a whole production. I guess you and one girl. Very basic. You're the pizza boy. You have like a little hat on. Then she comes over. She's like, "Get over here, cowboy."
Not that I don't have a hat on right now.
Yeah, you do.
So we talking condom? No.
Yes, we're talking condom.
Okay, and nothing on me is being seen.
Well, they're gonna see your chest. They're gonna see your life. They're not gonna see the hog. They're not gonna see the mastermind behind the whole operation. Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking 100,000, yeah, there's a good chance.
Oh, there's a good
I mean,
chance.
unless I become like this big public figure and I don't want my identity to be.
Vitaly. He's a YouTuber. Do you know Vitaly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He's a fucking ass. I don't even care anymore about him.
Jeez. Okay. It's gonna cause some heat.
He's polarizing. Yeah, he's a polarizing figure. He's kind of an asshole. Because I love pranks. I really do. I have a sense of humor. I love pranks, but it's just when you start affecting other people, it becomes like a little bit of a problem. And it gets a little bit, you know, it's like, come on, dude. You're messing with this family. They're trying to eat their food. Just come over there being a prick. It's just kind of annoying. But, you know, I think, for me, it would have to be 100,000. That's a lot. And I really want a Tesla really bad. I want a Tesla so fucking bad right now. I think 100. Maybe like 200.
Don't worry, Rob. We're on the journey to getting a Tesla.
Getting a Tesla. Yeah, I mean, by the time
we should definitely create a Patreon.
Create a Patreon. Oh, let's not talk about that. No, that's behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
Create a Patreon to pay for Rob's Tesla.
Hey, can't wait to get a Tesla. Oh, you know that What's Inside people, like the What's Inside channel. Yeah, they like you saw the referral
where they cut stuff in half.
That great fucking mastermind. I don't know how they did that. Let's make a channel about cutting things in half. It's revolutionary, really. That's what it is.
But it worked.
Yeah, they're innovators. Innovators in the craft. No, the main guy who does it, I found out you can have referral codes. Like, you know what YouTubers do a lot of the time? They'll put like the Uber Eats referral code, and then everybody from the channel, from all the viewers will like go into it and start. So they have like free Uber Eats forever, which is great.
That's always nice. Free Uber Eats.
Free Uber Eats, man.
That's really convenient, and it's free.
All right. Well, I mean, it's been the time we've talked a little bit. I'd like to hear people's opinions if anyone's watching, especially Joe. I know Joe's probably going to watch. Joe, you're watching this. Please give your opinion on these topics. You big mensch. I don't like you. I don't want to see your face. I hate you. All right. Anything else you want to add? Any topics you want to talk about before we end this thing?
Yeah. Hey, Mom.
Oh. Is your mom really gonna
She
listen
probably wouldn't watch this.
I'm saying
She's
fuck
probably
sometimes.
like, everything you're talking about is probably garbage.
Oh, how dare you. Our opinions are valid because we're young.
She's probably like, I don't want to hear about porn. I don't want to hear about you doing soft core. Like, I don't even know what soft core is. Is that playing with a pillow?
I don't want to end it yet. I have one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, I know you probably don't have an opinion on this. I just need to get this off my chest. Okay, so Louis C.K. He's a comedian I love. I love him dearly. You know, and he's done it bad. He did an oopsie. He did a big oopsie in the media in the past last year. But he tried coming back last year on December 16th. He put out he did like a 50-minute set or whatever, and somebody recorded it and put it on YouTube. And he says all this like crazy shit, like he says like fuck cunts and all the bad stuff, right? And one thing he talked about was he made fun of the people that like like little 20-year-olds and like 19-year-olds that were like in front of the media because like they were in a school shooting, all that stuff. He made fun of them. He's like, why should I listen to a person who's 20 years old who ducked in the classroom for 15 minutes and like went over a fat kid to get out of the classroom? It was hilarious. I laughed. I understand. No, I don't understand the outrage.
I understand the outrage because it's like you weren't in that situation. But it's gotta be emotionally scarred.
Why should I listen to you? Because you were called into a classroom for like 15 minutes and you had to run out?
you have the choice not to listen to me. And you chose to.
No, because on TMZ, one of the kids that he who he was making fun of, I guess, he responded on TMZ, like it was on TMZ, and everybody in the comments was like, "Kid, get a grip, bro." All right, because when you get offended by something that a comedian says, you're pretty much saying, "I agreed with everything else you said, but I didn't agree with that one thing that affected me."
Yeah,
you say that.
People do blow it out of proportion. I do agree from that aspect.
So the fact is, you either have to get offended because the basic thing that people don't understand who get offended by things. So you either have to get offended by everything or you get offended by nothing.
But I mean, from the comedian standpoint, it's just like, don't be surprised if someone gets offended by what you say. It's just gonna happen.
The people you just gotta let them go. The thing with comedians is that if anyone doesn't understand, especially Joe, is that comedians are pushing the envelope. They're pushing the edge. They're trying things out. Like that locker room talk that you have with your friends where you say all the meanest, the weirdest shit. That's what comedians are trying to do. They're trying to put that out there into a platform. People can take that and turn it around into comedy. And sometimes we mess up. Yeah, sometimes something isn't funny. Sometimes something is too brash. The wording is
sometimes the crickets
sometimes
come
our
out.
intentions are construed into a different light that makes it seem like we're trying to make offense, when in reality we're just trying to make fun of a bad situation.
We're just trying to make a living, making people laugh, and we bring up topics that offend you.
Yes, I want to offend so many people. I can't wait for hate mail. I want hate
We should
mail.
just call this like offensive podcast number 1.
I want people to hate me so much. I want the death threats. I can't wait for the death threats. Somebody keyed my car.
I mean, I would love to have the least haters on YouTube, but it's probably not going to happen.
I'm going to drive the haters. I'm going to drive them into infamy for us.
Are you going to beat PewDiePie in the most dislikes?
No, sadly
actually,
not.
the number 1 for dislikes was what, the 2018 Rewind?
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was horrendous. That was a horrendous display. I hated it so much. The K-pop thing did not go off well.
Their rewinds went from pretty good to wow, what just happened?
The problem is getting more. It's getting more. What is it? Not capitalism. It's getting more. It's becoming more consumer friendly. That's the problem. Because back in the day, it would just be very basic stuff.
Yeah, I think it's driven a lot more by business.
Yeah, that's why it's a big ad for YouTube. So for advertisers to be like, oh, this is a friendly channel, I can put my ads on Coca-Cola. That's pretty much what they do.
Yeah, it's all a big money game now. And I think that's with a lot of people that start YouTube, they start hoping like, oh man, my ads are going to come in and, everything's going to be fine and dandy with people watching my videos. When in reality, YouTube is now asking for you to have 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 watch hours in 12 months.
No, I feel like at the beginning of this, we feel like said like who we are. Like, hey, I'm this guy. I'm a 19-year-old black dude. These are my opinions. We didn't give any intro. Just like, hey, we're guys talking on the couch.
Well, I mean, they already know who I am.
So. Oh yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, Janaj, we already know Janaj. He has a big history. Big history on the platform. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about? You ready to send this off? I don't know.
We've been recording for quite a while, so I think we should send this off.
Send this off, bro. Okay, you want to do the outro or should I do it?
We can both chime in. You start us off. Start us off, buddy.
Alright, okay, it's been Janalgize. And Joe, I hate you. I don't like you. Don't talk to me. Turn the other cheek. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time we do this.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. It's just Dave. And yeah, thanks for listening into the podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notifications bell for more content, you know. Yeah, have I done this before? Of course, I have my own YouTube channel, and so does he. Link in the description if you guys want to check that out as well.
We haven't made a channel name yet, but when we do, it will be on this channel. Link in the description for when our channel bullshits up.
Yeah, we're going to try and create a channel solely for this podcasting purpose, but until that happens, it will be on the channel. I will post this to the new channel, and that's why I did say link in the description. But anyway, we will see you guys in the next podcast.
Bye, fuck boys.
And we're out.
Alright, we're done. You know when people when people